You spilled a little oil. A trivial thing, you'll say. And yet your mind tightened. An immediate irritation, as if something had been taken from you. And you say, I could have avoided it. It was under my control. Pause a moment. I am not asking whether you could have been more careful. I am asking something else. How much control do you really believe you have? Not even your body is entirely yours. Your hand can tremble, your mind can wander, fatigue can appear. Even in the most familiar actions, the outcome is never guaranteed. Pouring oil without error is not a possession. It is a result that often happens, but is never owed to you. So tell me, why did something so small have the power to disturb you? It is not the oil. It is the idea that it should not have spilled. You do not suffer from the loss. You suffer from the expectation. You expect that even in small things, reality should move without deviation, as if everything must obey your gestures. But when has life ever promised you this? Every day small deviations occur. A gesture that fails, a word not heard, an object that breaks, a useless weight. They are small things, and that is precisely why they are dangerous. Because you do not expect them. You do not treat them as events. You experience them as offenses. You do not say, it happened. You say, it should not have happened. And in that moment, you have already surrendered. It is not the event that takes your peace. It is you who hands it over, and you do it so quickly that you often do not even notice. But each time you react this way, you are training your mind to be irritated, not by great tragedies, but by details, and what repeats becomes habit. So without realizing it, you build an unstable mind, always ready to react, always exposed, always dependent on what happens outside. And so you lose your calm, not to a misfortune, but to an accumulation of irritations. I invite you to begin here, with small things. When something goes wrong, do not ask immediately who is at fault. Ask instead, is it worth the price? Is your peace of mind worth a little spilled oil, worth a distraction, worth an outcome that was never guaranteed? Nothing is free, not even peace. Every time you get irritated, you are paying for it. Every time you demand absolute control, you are giving it away. You are trading your serenity for something fragile, and almost always at too high a price. I do not tell you to be careless. I do not tell you to neglect attention. I tell you not to sell yourself short for what can never fully be yours. If someone does not listen to you, remember, you never owned their ears. If something breaks, remember, you had no guarantee, only an expectation. Do not allow such fragile things to hold the key to your mind. Begin with the small things. That is where freedom is trained, not in great events, but in a failed gesture, a word that does not land, something that breaks. That is where you decide whether to remain master of yourself, and you will discover this. Serenity is not gained through great sacrifices, but by refusing each day to hand it over to what is not in your control.